In this second part, we are going to talk about the more flowing and suit woven parts. Let's introduce this first category with the weed. You know this fabric because it has been already introduced this summer in some shops. We are on 100% acetate, looks like actually viscose or cupro with a very silky effect. First of all, on the girls, we have different options. Two very bestseller products. First, the skirt, really long length with the pockets, easygoing. Then we have the large and easygoing pants. And on Camille, we have the dresses, more feminine with the waist and the details also about the fleece code with the shoulders here or even the neck, sorry. We continue after with different model, another dresses, very easy V-neck that you can belt or not. We also have the blazer, one also of the bestseller last season with extra shoulders, can be really the friend of your EP. Then we have the long kimono styles, and we're gonna have two top. That, for example, we have this idea with a very more, in French we say lavalière collar here, with the big sleeves, more romantic styles. And then we have the idea about the blues elastic with the zip in the back. You have to note that this width is really thinking in terms of offer as the jean. The jean is quite different. It's the viscose, is also textured. It looks also like kind of a jacquard. So you have a different option. So, for example, you have the top that Vero is wearing is also existing in tweed, for example. Then you have the overshirt combining here with kind of a boxer short. Then on the Manon, you have the idea about another top with a button, kind of a shirt. And here you have the skirt. Additional to that, you are going to find also two dresses, the tantock option, sorry. Then you have the boat collar option with actually the prolongation about the top that Sol is wearing with the details in the back. And for sure, you're gonna have the basic and easygoing pants, who is actually the same than the weed. We will continue this flowing offer with another team. Is called the DAG, 100% viscosa. The idea of the DAG is to work with kind of print effect about the stripes. So you have first of all the very minimalist, straight and basic black dresses, and then you have the idea about cool suits in the flowy styles with the cropped pants and the very shirt and blues option. We continue this flowing effect with the fabric, definitely more 80s, more pop and more image, is a nitty. The nitty, in terms of fiber, it can be close to the jean, but actually is more shiny and more specific. You have, because I will consider myself for 3 seconds as model, 4 models. So you have two options of short dresses, one in a very commercial way with a boat collar, the details in the deep back. Then you have the short dresses in the more sportswear styles with a detail about the rib and the color. Then you have my option with the big, long overshirt option that can be also belt. And then you have the jumpsuit of Seoul, for example, played also with the very 80s details about the print and also the color. Then you have the Kyo. The Kyo option is a mix of cotton and linen. The idea is to work now more in the cotton fabric suits. So you have the jogging idea. So you know that the jogging have been thinking in a fleece style, in the knitwear, and the idea is also to continue to bring more in the wrap and weft. So here you have it, easygoing, écru color, so more easy to combine for sure for the beginning of the season. We continue now with the Pado. So the Pado is one of your bestsellers. You should have all the declination about coloramas in your drawers to be ready to suggest to every kind of customer. You know it, bestseller on the overshirt, and also the carrot pants. We continue into the idea about light suits, the rocks, 100% cotton. This is really this idea about a supple, woolly effect, due to the fact it's a cotton. The idea is to work about more androgynous styles. You have this bowish pants, it's a bit looser with the long legs. And you have this idea about destroyed shirt can be also compared to the rang that we saw before in the denim. We continue with another style about suits, is the cire. The cire is a mix of wool, is Italian fabric, and is really specific. It's more kind of seersucker effect. So it means that you have really this kind of crinkle effect here. So you are on the base about a cigarette basic chino pants. Working also here with elastic belts, so easy to fit to every kind of women. And the idea was to bring in another idea about the blazer, work something more longer between a blazer and intermediary seasonal coat. We continue with another and important suit is the loose. The loose is really important. It's quite the idea about men's styles in terms of fabric. We say often like a cold wool to determine and identify these suits fabrics. So you have really these masculine blazer styles, worked also again with a cigarette pants available only in these basic colors. We continue with a theme you already know. I permit myself to re-insist during this presentation because we have around 1,700 pieces to the warehouse. So we have the fuseau, we have the straight and large legs pants, and we also have the double chest button blazer. We continue with another pant that you already know is the ova with a mix of viscose, kind close about the cire in terms of fitting, really easy. We ask, like the customer is often asking for the navy color. It's something we don't have in the retail, and it can be good also to emphasize and push into the outlet customer services. To end this presentation, we're going to talk about the weft, really important. It will be also very present next season. The idea have been developed in a basic color in a boa or more in trendy color in a flamenco. So you have again this kind of fitted legs here with the basic chino and you have this blazer with a thin collar, a little bit discreet, very feminine, easygoing, and especially wintry product. In this video, we are going to talk about the all wrap and weft part. First of all, let me introduce you all the coats of this season. First, for sure, we are going to talk about the first volume driver of the season is the dado. The dado is a mix of wool, as you know, is a double-faced fabric and all finishings are handmade. We decide to carry over the short version, available in this color and also in basic colors as the sesame, for example. And for sure, we are going to carry over the long version on the same base that I don't have here in this color. Two novelties. First of all, we have the new feminine, we said the 404 version, but more visual with this patch pocket, also this removable belt that we can decide to adapt to adjust the waist. And then we have a last option, more in a trench version with all the code, as you can see here, on the shoulders or the visual color. Then we decide to carry over, as you know, the zali. The zali is 70% of brushed wool, Italian fabric. We decide to carry over three models. The short coat, the oversized with the hoodie, and also the A-line coat who've been a bestseller last season. Let's continue on some novelties. The vase. The vase is 80% of wool. This is really this idea of retro masculine styles. We are in a more, I would say, hybrid product between a blazer and a short coat. Here, available in this color with this very crinkled effect on the fabric and really visual buttons. We continue with the Asie. This is a second shirt option, 100% Italian yarn on wool for sure. The Asie is really this idea of, I would say, like bomber, steady, like baseball America inspiration, available in this color. We continue with a very important fabrics, could be also one of your bestsellers for sure, is the Abel. We're gonna have at least around 800 pieces on both model. This is quite similar in terms of hand about the idea of the dado, because you're on something really moving, really light, really cozy. So you have two options. First, the trench, as you can see here in green and already so before in a dado in either gray is exactly the same base. Or you have this new basic option with the shirt collar, mid-length, available, easygoing for every kind of women. We continue now with the Zeph. The idea is to bring something more, I would say, bathroom styles. Is 80% of recycled wool. You have something really visual due to the fact you have the twill effect on the fabric. Also the yellow, that for sure is bringing this idea of signature coats, American vintage. And you have also the possibility or not to belt it, because you have a removable belt. We continue the coat offer with the Ricky. The Ricky is 60% Italian wool, as you can see on Elsa. The idea is to have a very huge and cozy oversized option. This is also maybe the idea of evolution of dado. If your customer wants something more oversized, more rounded, but you can also find really this movement in the fabric similar to your dado. Available also in these colors, for sure, sorry, a new iconic pieces of every woman. We go now for the more technical part. Let's start first with the Yab. Yab is a puffer jacket, have been introduced last season, been really a top seller. Fortunately, we still have around 260 quantities in any color. So this particularity is to be like more oversized, a little bit long. You have the detail about the stopper. You have really this shiny and retro 90 inspiration fabric. Is also warm. At least it's cool, it's trendy, and it's a good price. To conclude, we have the cool with your very long puffer jacket. We have a very lot of demands. In the cold bay, we have really the idea of trendy and I would say like useful products. In the blue, in the aquarium, you are on something really strong, really retro, really 90s, who can be like really your last pieces of your look. And on the beige option, you can have something really corresponding to your needs for a more, I would say, urban mountain looks.